Congratulations on winning your local pageant. If you're new, we welcome you to the Miss Mississippi family. If you've been here before, we're so thrilled to have you back and your family, and we know you're going to have a wonderful time. My name is Susan McCarty, and I have been the publisher of the program books for the Mississippi Corporation for about 25 years and worked with a lot of really wonderful young women and their families, and we're going to get through these salute pages. I know that a lot of things are going to hit you, and there are a lot of new things in your life here. So just remember, you're not alone. There are lots of us here who've gone through this, and we will be happy to help you with anything you need. My primary purpose today is to tell you about salute pages. The salute pages are in your program book. In the center section, these are to show you and also to show the sponsors who have so generously supported you. We want this to be a showpiece for you. We expect you to sell 4 pages a piece, and if you can sell more than that, that is wonderful. Just remember, these books are going to be on your grandmother's coffee table for the rest of your life, and everybody's going to look at them. Someday your little girls may look at them, so make sure that you've done something that you're proud of like this. The salute pages are an extremely important part of your job as a contestant. One of the reasons to sell salute pages is it lets people know who you are and know who you are representing. Another very important reason to sell salute pages is that a lot of people just think of this as a beauty pageant, and it's not. It is so much more than that. If you're associated with the Miss Mississippi Corporation and the Miss America Corporation, when you go out, this is a scholarship pageant, and every contestant has to have a public service project in the works. This is your platform. So when you go out and talk to people about about being a sponsor, you can tell them about the pageant and you can tell them about your platform. These are wonderful things. These are public service things. They help the community, so you can tell people, and it will make them realize that you're more than just a beautiful young woman. That you care about your community, and you can draft people for your platform and get people to help you with that. Another really important reason to sell salute pages is that all of this money goes back into your scholarship fund. All of you contestants are working together on this. This is a joint effort. If you don't do your part, then you're not doing what you should for all the rest of the contestants. So go out, enjoy it, and sell those pages. When you talk to your sponsors, and if you sell a full page ad, tell them that this is a sponsorship. Don't call it an ad. If they pay you $300 for an ad, they're going to expect it to be the entire page, like a football tab. This is a sponsorship. So a $300 sponsorship, they would have in the entire space across the bottom under your picture. Your picture is going to be on every page, and that's the most important thing. You can have one sponsor for $300, or you can have 2 sponsors for $150, as long as you have $300 per page. One of the things that I really like to do on that is to tell you to sell to 30 cousins, 30 classmates, $10 a piece with 30 people makes a page. And then you've got all of those people will list their names on the page, and it's like an automatic fan club, because even if they give you $10, they're going to have an interest in you and an interest in the pageant, and they're going to want to know how it comes out, and they're going to hope that you do really well. And we're going to show you some examples of all of this, so you'll know what we're talking about. And also, as I've said, anytime that you have questions, please call me. My number is in the salute page manual that you should have gotten. Okay, you should have gotten your salute page manual soon after you won your local pageant. And what you might want to do right now is just stop the video for a few minutes, go make sure that you have this and print it off, bring it back, and we'll go through it together, and you can underline things and make notes. I think this will be much better for you. The first page will show you my address and what you need to do, all the contact number for me and for the pageant, and it will show that you send your information and your photos to me. You send all of the money and copies of the information to the pageant office. So when they get money, they'll know who they should give it to, and you'll get credit for it. The next page is going to be your deadline page, and this is going to tell you something really, really important. Your deadline to get all of your salute page material to me is February the 21st. Please keep this deadline. All of you will get things to me. That'll be about 150 pages, or hopefully you'll sell more, maybe 200 pages. So I'll have just 3 weeks to get your pages, plus another 150 or 200 for the rest of the book, ready and to the printer. So you really need to get things to me on time. Make sure that I know what's going on too. I'm going to show you on the next page. You'll have the salute page designs that I'm going to talk to you about. We'll have your picture. It will take up most of the page, your title, and your name. And then at the bottom, we'll have the salute page sponsors that go on there. And as I said, you can have one for $300. You can have any variation of, as long as it totals $300 per page. Now, this is a page that will show you. This is a salute page from Stella, who is our current winner. On the right side of the page is a $150 ad that you can see, so you can kind of see what size it is. On the left side of the page, there are two $75 ads. So just so you kind of have an idea what to tell your customers, and you can take this out and show them if they want to know what it is, or you can also have them call me if they're concerned about it. It's very important too on your photos for your page. Go make your appointment. If you haven't made an appointment with a photographer, make it now, because we have to have these photos by then also. Ask them to get the photos to you by February the 18th. Have them put something in writing. If they can't do it, please find another photographer, because we can't hold the book for just your photos. We'll have to use something else. But you have to have those to me in time, please. And another thing on your photographer, please ask him not to put his logo and name on your picture. You can tell me who your photographer is. We will put the photo, his name on the side, or her name on the side or the bottom or somewhere near your picture, but we do not want photographers' names and logos on your pictures. This is to show you, not your photographer. His work will be seen, but we want these to be you. Also on your photos, make sure that they are very well done and appropriate. The photos have to be appropriate. If I get one that I feel like is not appropriate, I will crop it to where I need it, or we'll just use another photo. So just remember that you're classy Mississippi ladies, and do beautiful photos, and think about all the people that are going to see these. You can have a photo for each salute page, or if you don't have enough photos, I'll just kind of work the others in so they'll look good for you. The photos should be, they can be color or black and white. Have them glossy, not the matte finish, please. And I can adjust the sizes, so that's not a problem. Just have them no smaller than a 5x7, and a good quality is going to enlarge a little better. If you've got a poor quality 5x7 and we enlarge it, it might not be as sharp as you want it to be. And please, no cell phone pictures. You can take a cell phone picture and it might look good on your phone, but by the time we enlarge it to the size we need it, it's probably not going to be good. If you can have your photographer email me the digital shots, that's going to be better, because they know how to do the large files much better than you. But if they send them to you, go ahead and send them to me. If they come in and they're not quite right, I'll let you know so we can start over. So that will take care of that. When you send me the information for your salute pages, it's very important that I know what you want, who the sponsor is, how much they paid, and what they want on it. There are forms in your salute page manual. On page 10, there's an example of the salute page with pretty much the information I need. You can see that. In one column, you can tell us who is buying that, like who the check is going to be from. And the sender tell me what they want on it. If you don't say that, I even on a business card, sometimes there's way too much information, and what we'll do is take the business name, the person's name that goes on there, their address, telephone number, and the email address, but we won't put a lot of the other things unless you specifically tell us to put that, because it just gets to be too busy and it's really not needed like that. So go by this form. Now on page 11 is a blank. Make a copy of this for each one of your pages, please. Put each of your salute pages on one of these pages, and we'll go from there, and send that to me. Most of them now are coming into me emailed, so you can either make a PDF of this, or you can just go into the body of an email and say page 1 is this is a sponsor, this is what they want on it, and this is how much they paid. So we can keep up with all of that. Almost everything now is coming in digital, so that's quite all right. You can get it here quicker. You don't have to pay shipping. The photos will be here too. So the emails are great like that. And then you have a copy and I have a copy of that. So it also included in your package on page 13 is a sponsor invoice. If you've got a sponsor who needs to have this for their tax records, it's in there. You can fill it out. They can fill out their credit card number, but a lot of them are going to want to just call the Pageant office and tell them their information too, rather than having it written down like this. Ask them when they call to please tell the Pageant office who this is for, so the Pageant office will know to be able to credit you or whoever. Also, on all of the pages that you send to us, every correspondence that you send, and please ask your moms to do this too, tell me who you are, first and last name, what your pageant is, and what the year is. Because some of you, as you know, you're back this year and you've got a different pageant title, so just help us to keep everything straight without having to go back and look up everything like that. So, but there's no particular way you have to do the pages to get to me, as long as I know what you want on those pages. And we don't want anybody to have any bad surprises. We want everything to go well. We want you to be able to go back to that sponsor next year if you need to, and be able to sell to them, or another contestant might need to. So we want everybody to know what's going on. The book is going to be great. The pageant's going to be wonderful. You're going to have some wonderful friends. And again, please just remember your deadlines and go out and sell. You can sell to people like car dealerships, anybody that your parents do business with, car dealerships, restaurants, beauty shops, salons, banks, just anybody that you do business with. Go to your school, your band, your Sunday school class, anybody like that that might be interested, and just ask them if they would like to sponsor you in the Miss Mississippi pageant, and be sure later to thank them for it. We will not be able to send out a proof of an ad if they ask, because there are just so many in so many places, and we don't have that kind of time. So if they ask, just tell them that. And if you're working with a business and they have questions about it, the size, just please, I will be happy to answer anything. They can call me direct, and you'll have my number and all of that. So if you have any questions, I'll be at orientation there, so you can ask me then, or you can call. A lot of your moms call, a lot of the moms do a lot of the work, and we really, really appreciate all the moms and all the hard work they do. So please tell them to just call if you have any questions. And thank you for being involved, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. Goodbye.